The Chicago River, long a polluted ribbon through the city, is showing signs of life. In this original report, CBS 2's Vince Girasoli shows us a new project that's helping the river along.
What's floating in the urban waters of the Chicago River is an attempt to bring back more of its natural life.
In the 70s, it was really, the water was so bad that it was considered just like kind of poisonous in a way.
So these are floating wetland modules.
It begins in the shell of a burned-out warehouse where volunteers, who know the river is now a bit cleaner, plant the seeds of a more hopeful future.
Most city riverways are now steel walls, so there's not much room for habitat for fish and other wildlife.
And also vegetation. So native plants are being placed into what will become floating wetlands to hopefully attract more wildlife.
And you put the plants in them, the plants grow, they use the nutrients from the water as fertilizer, and they just go crazy. They love it.
We're trying to do this back row, 1A through 1G.
But what we want to happen is have these things attract fish. So fish will come underneath, they'll eat the roots, the plants will grow, birds will eat the plants, and it'll start to jumpstart the ecosystem.
In all, the nonprofit Urban Rivers is
John?
creating 166 feet of wetlands
I'm going to push mine in together more, okay?
to be anchored to the steel walls that create Goose Island's riverbanks.
This is kind of like a foundation to create more habitat.
Put it on that side or that side?
There's going to be places for monarchs and birds and even for bumblebees.
And people to witness an urban river coming back to life.
What we want to see is these things have a really robust ecosystem. We want to see these things come back year after year, and we want to see habitat actually using it.
Volunteers will continue to assemble the wetlands tomorrow. If you'd like to join them, check out their website, urbanriv.org. We've got a link on our own website, cbschicago.com. And Erica, also, they're going to try to grow some foodstuffs too, like tomatoes, so you just might see a tomato plant floating by on the Chicago River.
Would attract people for sure. Well, Vince, how long before they think they might see an impact as far as the fish and other wildlife coming to these?
Well, the plan is to study it throughout the summer and then collect all the data. They hope to have some sort of report available in the fall, and they're very hopeful about what they'll be able to attract. You know, they've also been able, through a prototype program, they also attracted an otter at one point, which hasn't been in those waters for a long time.
Wow. All right. Impressive. Thank you, Vince.